We're going out the door for weather and more. If you want to spy, you'll know the forecast in 2 minutes. T-Rex, this one opens automatically. Let's go over here. All right, first things first. Blue sky. We have a front right over us, believe it or not. Oh, look at the moon up there. That is amazing. You can't plan these things. So that is the waning snow moon setting over Mount Mansfield, where it is the densest 40 inches of snow you can have up at the snow stake. That is the nose of the man profile. And then let's look over at the chin. There's the chin over there. What a gorgeous day. You would never know that there's a front stalled right over us this morning, blinding off the Midway Lodge sunrise. So yeah, it's a polar front stalled right over northern New England. A subtropical front over the mid-Atlantic states with low pressure. Looks pretty impressive there over Illinois. A little bit of rain changing to snow this morning in Iowa and Missouri. Some lightning in Ohio. It's a vigorous system. There were a few tornadoes on the Mississippi-Louisiana border yesterday. And the gradient. Below zero in central northern Maine. In the mid-60s in Kentucky. 64 in Frankfort, -4 in Clayton Lake, Maine. That's a 68-degree gradient. So whenever you have that kind of gradient and a low-pressure system, you know something's going to happen. This sky is going to fill with snow during the day today. Unfortunately, the polar front is going to retreat north. Low pressure is going to track to our north. And ultimately, any snow is going to change to a mix to probably some rain all the way up to just about Mount Katahdin in Baxter State Park tonight. But it's a nice day today. It's not too windy. Wind is really going to pick up, though. Low pressure is not that strong, but anytime you have mid-990s for central pressure, you know that there's going to be some wind. So the wind is going to pick up late today, tonight from the southeast, then crank back from the northwest tomorrow. And even though it'll be kind of drizzly with some probably icing on the cables at some of these northernmost ski areas tomorrow morning, it is going to turn back to snow showers tomorrow afternoon, quite windy from the northwest. There'll be some upslope snow, probably more upslope snow in the Green Mountains on the backside than you get on the front side with this. Kind of a classic case. So we look for patterns, consistency, and gradients. We're always talking about these things, and there has definitely been a pattern this season that's been fairly reliable. First half of November, first half of December, first half of January were all warm, and then the second half of November, second half of December, second half of January were all cold. Now, February disrupted this because the first weekend of February was the coldest weather we've had in my life. But now we are going back to that warm pattern and the Friday pattern, too. It seems like all these wintry mixes have ended with drizzle on Friday mornings, and that's going to be the case this week. And then again next week. Now, next week, it's a 975 low to our north on Thursday night into Friday. And the reason I kind of believe that is because of consistency. Now, before we get there, let's backtrack, Tim. What has been very inconsistent has been the forecast for what happens after today and tomorrow's event. Low pressure was supposed to form on a stationary front left behind and come to the benchmark on Sunday. Remember that? And then it changed to Saturday, and then it changed to not at all, missing to the south. Well, guess what's back now? A benchmark low Sunday night and Monday. But guess what's missing? Cold air. Just warm enough that it's probably rain instead of snow in southern New England Sunday night into Monday. But we're going to have some Super Bowl shenanigans in the weather department. It may actually be snowing again in northern Georgia and South Carolina on Super Bowl Sunday. And it may end up being rain in southern New England. But that's a moving target for sure. Speaking of moving targets, where are you going? Stop. So I'm going to stick around here and cover the weather today and watch for probably a couple of hours of snow late in the day. That should be interesting. And that rain tomorrow change back. And as for southern New England, looks like not much going on. Just windy with some showers. Boston, believe it or not, the NAM prints out only 0.01 inches of precipitation for Boston. So trying to get back in the weather game and stay skiing. It's been very busy. I feel a little bit like Maverick in Top Gun when he's battle weary and worn out, lost a goose, and he's like, doesn't want to engage. Iceman's like, engage, Maverick, engage. That's how I feel in the weather department. I'm trying to re-engage. It has been quite a battle this winter. Thankfully, you can really take your stress out there on the mountain. All right, talk to you later. I'm not sure what I have for in more. Oh yes, Jonathan Terry learning to ski yesterday. He was the last one on the mountain. Thanks for the video, Danny, and also me getting ready late night. Well, not late night, 8 o'clock. I went to bed early last night getting ready for this new weather battle we're facing.
Lifts stopped, we're out. Only one man left on the mountain.
All is way too quiet here. Just past 8 o'clock, February 8th. The wind is whistling through the notch, but you can't hear it down here. There's tons of weather, and I'm getting back into the game. It just won't give us a break. Forecast, challenges, and the weather itself. Never know what it's going to do.